Well, hello, I'm Barry with Empty Hammock. So we recently got a new wood stove. The old one that we had was a mama bear. I could put a 2-foot long log in it, about 8 or 10 inches across, without a problem. The new one we got has all like the regulatory reburner and all that kind of stuff in it. It's actually pretty nice. It takes a much smaller log. So unfortunately that means that all the wood I have stacked up that I've already cut and split isn't going to fit. So now I need to recut it in half again, and I need to figure out a safe way to be able to do that. I'm just going to use some scraps that I was planning on burning anyway, or just getting rid of. I think it'll be a good use for them, that way they don't just completely go to waste.
Came up here earlier today to give the birds some kitchen scraps, and I noticed how beautiful it was outside and how much of a wreck our garden area was, because we hadn't really done anything since last fall, and so I started cleaning up, and before I knew it I had mud on my shoes and a splinter and was working on a blister, and I thought, I need to just go get my gloves and my hat and spend a couple of hours up here. So it doesn't look like it, but I've already started cleaning up and it's still this bad.
So I brought it down here by the woodshed. So we'll take the piece that's too long, drop it in there, cut it with a chainsaw, hands free. I'm not going to have to hold the pieces or catch it with my foot or something to cut it. I think this is going to be a lot safer. I made it extra wide because I got a bunch of really long sticks that came out of a dead tree that I'm also going to chop up for wood, and I need just little sections, you know, a foot to 14 inches. I think this is going to work good.
All of the dead standing plant carcasses were still there, and the chickens picked everything clean. I let them do that after I wasn't going to be harvesting anymore, and they dug things up that I didn't think that they would go after in the orchard area. So we've excluded them again. We've learned our lesson, I think.
I was at a hardware store a little while back and overheard a conversation from somebody else in line about their horse farm. So I said, hey, do you guys have horse poop? They looked at me a little funny. And anyway, I managed to get their number and an address, and I'm gonna come out and load up my truck with horse poop. So what am I going to do with an entire truckload of horse poo? I'm going to give it to my wife, because I'm a good husband and I know how to give good gifts. I was really getting into some good stuff there at the end. Now, I would have liked to have used the machine, but apparently it wasn't working. So, yeah, a little arm workout, not bad. Thanks, horse. Thanks for your donation. I'll send you a form for your taxes.
I've got some June berries I was really excited about growing. They're kind of like blueberries, except they don't need acid soil. The chickens kind of dug them halfway up. I'm going to try and fix the dirt, but they literally made craters out of 2 of them before I could address the problem.
I added some wood chips to the new pile. Everything sort of gets stuck in the dump bed, so I had to encourage it a little bit with the backhoe, but that's okay.
when you've got something that you like doing, like I like growing plants, it's kind of therapeutic instead of being like work. So I think that's why I was out here for a couple of hours before I realized that that I needed to just commit to a day up here instead of getting started and then going on to other things inside the house or going to work. I make my own schedule, so I can go later on this evening after it starts cooling back down again.
So here I've got it all mixed up and ready to start breaking down over the next 6 months or so. I went ahead and dumped the pile next to the other pile that we have already cooking. I got this other pile last August from the same people. I've mixed in a bunch of leaves from my gutter cleaning business and a bunch of wood chips, and you can see it's already really nice and dark and rich. It's going to be really good for soil, for gardening. I'm also going to go ahead and add all of the poo from the chicken coop to the pile of poo. I need to clean this out anyway since last fall. Go ahead and refresh everything and make it better for the chickens and ducks. Sorry, bird. Well, the sun's going down, so that's all I can do today. I was able to get this big pile, all the bigger stuff, cut up into smaller pieces, and now have two pretty big 4x4 by about 4.5 foot tall stacks. Still have a long way to go, but I'm really glad to have at least that much done. I wanted to mention real quick, a couple of years ago, we did a video called "We Opted Out of the System," talking about the health sharing insurance replacement that we participate in. We had a bunch of people asking for more information about that. So on our other channel, Prep to Thrive, Molly has done an informational video about that for you guys that wanted to know. I didn't want to put it on this channel just because not everybody's interested, but if you are, go check that out. Here's a link for it. Pretty good information, and we love it. So anyway, there you go.